Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to a new video. So today I wanted to have a conversation about something that I think is going to be really fun to talk about with regards to Starfield, and I think it could really be insightful for the next however many years that this game could potentially last. That topic of conversation is going to revolve around mods and mod support for Starfield. We have seen already that the game is going to be getting both PC and console mod support, which is very good news, and already there have been a bunch of people who have been able to mod the game. On top of that, it will also allow us to ask a question of if this mod support will allow Starfield to be Bethesda's longest lasting game ever. If you are somebody who's looking forward to the mods of this game, please give this video a like and comment down below all your thoughts about this area of discussion for the game as we get into this video. So, like I said, the first part of this is that it had been confirmed already that mod support will be coming for both PC and console, so if you are somebody who has an Xbox, you will be given that opportunity at some point in the future. Of course, it's not there right now. I believe this is something that is very much going to be giving this game a very long life cycle. A life cycle that could last for years, depending on types of mods that we see, how much DLC is put into the game, and then any other post-launch support that comes from Bethesda. After all, right now, this is their flagship game, and the one that they are going to be focusing on for a long time, at least from the main studio perspective, so they've got that going for them. As it is, the importance behind a feature like this really goes to show from another one of their titles in Skyrim. Skyrim is one of the longest lasting video games in history, simply because of the mod support, and also because of the fact that Bethesda simply feels it's necessary to keep bringing the game over to every new generation of console. I don't know how most people feel about that, but you can't deny it has given the game more legs to last than what it's worth or what it's not worth. I imagine most of the people who were already still playing Skyrim before Starfield had come out have now transitioned over to Starfield because of the mods. At the same time, this also leans on a notion that I wish all gaming would go through with. That notion that mod support would really help other areas of gaming and not just RPGs and Bethesda games. One of the biggest examples of where this works is actually in my childhood upbringing franchise of Call of Duty. Call of Duty introduced mod support for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 back in 2016 on PC, and since then that mod support has given many people in the zombies community an ability to continue making many different types of custom maps and game modes for people to play. It is maybe simply the one thing that is holding that community together still to this day. Mod support is a universally loved feature in gaming, and one that makes sense for anyone to take up in. I'm somebody who is very opposed to video game companies just copying each other for the things they do in their own games, but mod support is one of those areas where it doesn't necessarily apply. Mods allow you to do many different things versus one feature that a video game could copy from another game that doesn't do anything different than the feature it copied from. I think you are already basically getting the gist of what I'm saying here. Mods are important, end of story. And just to showcase some of the facts to back up this point, we can look at other games that have done this before in the past and look at where they have lasted in their life cycles. GamesRadar.com has a very good article detailing and listing off 20 games. Some of these games I don't really know anything about at all, but there are others that paint a much bigger picture. For one, you have a crap ton of Bethesda games on that list already, from Fallout 4 to Fallout 3, and Skyrim, of course, which is at the #1 spot. You have a game like Half-Life, which is one of the most notorious games in history. The Resident Evil games have been well known to be heavy on the mods and have produced many great memes. Resident Evil Village, the most recent one, certainly had plenty to go around. But then you get to the quintessential games for mod support in my eyes, starting with one that has maybe stood the test of time in terms of being the longest lasting video game ever made in terms of its popularity. That quite literally being a game with the word in its name in Garry's Mod. Garry's Mod is without a doubt one of the best video games ever created. I mean, still to this day, I find some of my favorite content creators still making videos on it. I grew up watching that game be played by guys like Vanos Gaming and so on, and the game is essentially just one giant mod. A giant mod that is practically letting you do whatever you want. Of course, it is connected with other games from Valve, but for the most part, the mods let you do practically anything. Another big example on that list is Minecraft. Again, a game that has still had a very popular life cycle, not just because of already what it had to do, but with mod support, it is vastly outgrown what I feel a lot of people would have thought back in the day in terms of how long it could have lasted. Mod support has given this game so much more to do, and so this is definitely one of the top 5 best examples. Arguably, an example that's even bigger than that is GTA 5. If you just go online and look up GTA 5 mods, you will see that videos for this type of thing are insanely popular depending on the creator. Like every other game, this one is also lasted a very long time. And granted, yes, it is one of the best video games ever made even without the mods, and has been on every single new generation of console and PC, but you can't deny that mods have given it a whole new life. in terms of, again, what they are able to let you do. Like with Garry's mod, I've seen so many of my favorite YouTubers make great videos out of this stuff. Of course, the list ends off at number 1 with Skyrim, but we don't really need to get into that any more than we already have done. It is very, very rare that you see video games last longer than 10 years, and Skyrim is one of those that joined that list with the likes of Minecraft, GTA 5, and Garry's mod. So this list right here, again, just goes to show that video games with mod support, and great mod support might I add, can have a long and lasting effect. It's lists like these that just really make me wish that other franchises of video games would hop on that mod support train. Call of Duty, as my favorite FPS franchise, still has yet to do that in terms of like full console mod support and PC support, and I feel like it's franchises like that that are doing themselves a disservice by not including it. It's a massive money-making machine that, with the climate of most AAA studios nowadays, with how they are very greedy about things, you would think that they would hop on that, but for some reason they just don't want to do it. That is at least for AAA studios that are focused on making multiplayer and online video games, to be clear. AAA studios that make single-player games still have some semblance of what it means to make good games that aren't just casino gambling machines. But hey, I mean, I digress. So it's already cool that we've seen some examples of what mods look like in Starfield thanks to third-party sources on PC. As you'll see in the thumbnail of this video, someone has already created a flashlight mob showcasing Nicolas Cage's face in the light, which I think is just hilarious. That is simply just the smallest of the types of mods that we are going to be seeing. I can't wait to see the amount of creative ideas that fans come up with. Right now, we are already seeing a lot of people be very creative with the types of ships that they are building that could easily just be put into the game using mods, but they have somehow found a way to maneuver around that and create such great looking ideas for ships. I've seen a lot of great things there, and so it's just good to see that a game like this is getting that mod support. Again, like I said, Xbox has some waiting to do in terms of mods, but I'm sure we'll get them eventually, and for anyone who complains about not being able to get them now, Skyrim did get the mod tool until a year after its release, so that could probably be the same here with Starfield. And as we end off this video, again, I want to preface by saying this, that this video is meant to be as a prediction as to what could happen and not what will happen. I'm not saying that mods will in fact make this one of the longest lasting video games ever. I can only predict that they will be based on information and facts backed up by other games that have also done mod support in the past. So again, I just want to make that clear before anybody says that I'm jumping the gun. This is not my intent with this video, it is only to theorize of the possibility. The worldwide release of the game is now officially here, and I'm about to get underway with my playthrough, so I am very excited to get underway. So I hope you all did enjoy this video, and if you did, please be sure to drop your comments down below about everything that you have to say about this video with regards to what I said, but also where you stand on what mods could do for the game. Also, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you are new here to the channel. I hope everyone here has a great rest of the day, and good luck to everyone here who waited until the official release to play. I'll see you all soon. This is Orion, signing out.